Hello and welcome to the BK Arts Drawing Masterclass channel. This is where you learn and master your drawing skills. In this video today, I'm going to discuss the principles of art. Do you remember the last time we talked about the elements of art? So this time round, I'm going to share with you how to arrange and organize those elements in a composition to create an artwork. So let's get into it. So when we are talking about the principles of art, we are talking about the arrangement and the organization of elements to create a composition in an artwork. I have prepared a document particularly for this video. If you want to follow along with it, you can download it. The link is in the description below. So what are the principles of art? The principles of art are design concepts that artists use to organize elements to create a composition in an artwork. There are systems of communication of artist intended message. They are simply the fundamental rules that artists use to compose a drawing, a painting, or a sculpture. By using the principles of art, artists can arrange and organize elements with style and context that they intend to deliver it. There are 7 examples of the principles of art as I have provided here to demonstrate how they are used in a composition. There are a number of them, but here I have categorized them into 7 for simple understanding. So the first principles of art is balance. Balance refers to the overall distribution of visual weight in a composition. A well-balanced composition feels comfortable to look at. Each visual component of an artwork has a visual weight. Types of balance include symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, and radial balance. Symmetrical balance is a type of formal balance in which two parts of an artwork mirror each other. Symmetry imposes a strong sense of order and stability on both the composition and the subject. On the other hand, asymmetrical balance is informal and seems less organized than symmetry. The two halves of asymmetrically balanced artwork do not look the same but have equal visual weights. This type of balance allows for more variety in a composition than symmetry. It provides comfortable feeling as symmetry without using alike elements on each side of the central axis. Many artists prefer this type of balance since it feels less rigid, natural, and more realistic than symmetry. Although symmetric balance makes it clear the artist's desire to present a visually balanced image, asymmetric balance does not happen by accident, but instead it requires planning and intention. Radial balance. Visual elements are arranged around a central point in a composition. It is prevalent both in nature, such as flowers, and human design as well, such as car wheels, clocks, compass, and many more. The second principle of art is contrast. Contrast is defined as the difference in colors to create a piece of visual art. For instance, black and white is stark contrast and brings vitality to a piece of art, or it can ruin the art with too much contrast. Contrast can also be subtle when using monochromatic colors, giving variety and unity for the final piece of art. The third one is emphasis. Emphasis deals with parts of a composition that are meant to stand out. Creation of an area of the piece of the composition that is visually dominant and commands the viewer's attention. Emphasis can be color, unity, balance, or any other principle or element of art used to create a focal point. Rhythm is the next principle of art. Rhythm or movement. So rhythm in a piece of art denotes a type of repetition used to either demonstrate movement or expanse. For instance, in a painting or waves crashing, a viewer will automatically see the movement as the wave finishes. The use of bold and directional brushworks will also provide movement in a painting. The next principle of art is proportion or scale. Proportion is the relationship between items in a painting or the ratio between the size of one object to another. For example, between the sky and the mountains. If the sky is more than 2/3 of the painting, it looks out of proportion. The scale in art is similar to proportion, and if something is not to scale, it can look odd. If there is a person in the picture and the hands are too large for their body, and then it will look out of scale. Artists can also use scale and proportion to exaggerate people and or landscapes to their advantage. Proportion linked with scale work hand in hand in a composition to ensure that objects in a design look like they belong together. They should have a sense of harmony to them. Let's proceed to the next principle of art, which is unity and variety. In art, unity conveys a sense of completeness, pleasure when viewing the art, and cohesiveness to the art, and have the patterns work together to bring unity to the picture or object. On contrary, variety should provoke changes and awareness in the art piece. Colors can provide unity when they are in the same color groups, and a splash of red can provide variety. The last and the final principle of art here is pattern. Pattern is the way something is organized and repeated in its shape or form and can flow without much structure in some random repetition. Patterns might branch out similar to flowers on a plant, or form spirals and cycles as a group of soap bubbles, or seem irregular in the cracked or dry mud. All works of art have some sort of pattern. Even though it may be hard to discern, pattern will be formed by colors, the illustration, the shape, or numerous art methods. So what I have shared with you today have just been the basic principles of art. At least now you know the fundamentals on the process of creating an artwork. Arrangement and organization of elements is an important subject to consider, especially if you want to visually communicate your intended message or idea to the audience. The next class will be on what you need to be an artist and the preparation to create an artwork. So it has been nice discussing this with you, and before you leave, please consider subscribing to this channel for more upcoming amazing content. Also leave a comment and share this video to your friends. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.